A wealthy man plotted to use a wild horse to silence his own autistic daughter forever. But what happened next changed everything. What happened next? Keep watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more true stories that will shock, inspire, and move you. It all began with a little girl named Lena who lived in a big cold house on the edge of a quiet town surrounded by fields and stables. Lena was different. She saw the world in patterns, remembered every word she heard, and felt things deeply, even when no one else did. She didn't know it yet, but her mind would become her greatest weapon and her only protection. One sleepless night, while walking through the dark halls of her home, Lena passed her father's study. The door was slightly open and she heard something that made her stop cold. Her father, Mr. Alvarez, was speaking in a low voice on the phone. "Make sure Stormrunner acts out during the race," he said. "No one should suspect anything. It has to look like an accident." Lena didn't understand everything at first, but her brain worked like a recording device, storing every word, every tone, every hidden meaning. The next morning at breakfast, Mr. Alvarez asked casually, "Did you sleep well, sweetheart?" Lena nodded quietly, her eyes wide, her hands clenched under the table. She didn't say anything, not yet, but inside something was clicking into place. Over the next few days, she started noticing more. Her father had secret meetings late at night. Strange men came and went from the house, and always there were numbers, huge amounts of money being spoken about as if they were nothing. Names too, judges, trainers, doctors, all tied together in a web of lies. Lena didn't know what it all meant, but she knew it wasn't right. One day, while helping her nanny Carmen fold laundry, Lena whispered, "If someone is hurting horses to make money, shouldn't someone stop them?" Carmen froze. She had suspected Mr. Alvarez was involved in shady deals. But hearing it come from his own daughter's mouth made her heart drop. "What did you hear, mija?" Carmen asked gently. Lena repeated the conversation almost word for word. Carmen's hands trembled. This wasn't just about racing anymore. It was about corruption, about danger. And now Lena knew too much. From that moment on, Mr. Alvarez became more controlling, more suspicious. He watched Lena closely, tried to steer conversations away from horses or money, but it was too late. Lena had already memorized everything. Then came the grand spring race, the event everyone was talking about. Stormrunner was entered, a powerful, unpredictable stallion known for his temper. Something about the way Mr. Alvarez talked that morning set off alarms in Lena's head. He leaned down and kissed her forehead. "You'll be safe today," he said, "I promise." But Lena didn't feel safe. She felt like a piece on a chessboard. As the race began, Stormrunner suddenly went wild. People screamed. The crowd panicked. Everyone thought it was chaos until Lena stepped forward. Instead of running, instead of hiding, she started to sing a soft, steady lullaby she'd learned from Carmen, a song that soothed her when she was overwhelmed, and somehow it worked. The horse stopped thrashing, his breathing slowed, his eyes met Lena's, and in that moment something unspoken passed between them. Understanding, peace. The crowd fell silent. Later, investigators found out what Lena had known all along. Stormrunner had been drugged. The race had been fixed, and Mr. Alvarez had planned for Lena to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, an accident that would have silenced her forever. But Lena had seen through him. She told everything, names, dates, conversations, every single detail. The prosecutors called her a living witness, a human vault of truth. Her testimony brought down a criminal network built on greed, corruption, and cruelty. At trial, standing face to face with her father, Lena looked him in the eye. "I wanted you to love me for who I am," she said softly. "But you chose money instead. That makes me sad, but not afraid." Mr. Alvarez had no defense, no excuse. He was sentenced to prison. Years later, Lena stood outside a new center for children like her. Kids who thought differently, who felt deeply, who saw the world in ways others couldn't. Moral lesson: truth has power, not because it shouts, but because it refuses to be forgotten. If this story moved you, please hit that like button, leave a comment below, tell us what you thought of Lena's bravery. And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories that will stay with you long after the screen goes dark.